Dear soul, something very serious is happening around you, and perhaps you haven't noticed yet, but the angels are screaming, literally screaming around you. It's not a whisper. It's not a gentle touch. It's an intense clamor, a vibration that pulses in your energy. And all this because of one person, a connection that strikes you like lightning and that the heavens are trying to make you see. There is an urgent warning coming from the spiritual realm, a sign about the love of your life that you can no longer ignore. This message has reached you because you need to know, and you need to know now. The angels show me a tired woman who has cried in secret, who has tried to be strong when everything seemed to crumble inside. She held the pain with the same strength with which she held on to hope. But now, this woman is different. She has matured. She is tired of postponing what she feels, of pretending not to notice. This woman is you, and do you know what the angels show? A constant presence, a name that insists on returning, a thought that visits you at the most unlikely times, a gaze that you try to forget, but that still lives within you. You have tried to deny, hide, rationalize, but deep down, you know, there is someone who has never completely left your life or your heart. Perhaps you have drifted apart. Perhaps you have even hurt each other. But the angels keep repeating, this person feels you, thinks about you, and is connected to you in a way that defies logic. Before continuing the message, write in the comments this mantra. Today I choose to listen to what my heart is trying to tell me. Now, continuing the message, have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? The song that plays out of nowhere, the name that appears without you searching, the recurring dream. All of these are signs, but you have ignored them. Or maybe you are afraid to believe in what you feel, but the angels will not allow you to continue hiding from yourself. And here comes the most delicate part of this revelation. Your guardian angel has tried in every way to alert you. Through premonitions, chills, unexpected tears. You are not alone in these feelings. There is a greater force trying to show you that something important is about to happen, and you need to be prepared. This person, they are also feeling, but there is something blocking this approach, a silence, a pride, a fear of reliving old pains. But the feeling remains, and it has grown. It is bigger than before because time has not erased it. It has only made everything deeper. The angels show me intense images, sleepless nights, memories that hurt and warm at the same time, and mainly, decisions that need to be made. A point is coming where it will no longer be possible to ignore this feeling, neither on your part nor on theirs. But that's not all. There is something even deeper happening. Do you feel that something is about to change, that your life is in suspense, awaiting a great movement? Well, the person you feel is going through an intense process of reevaluation. They thought they could move on, but they couldn't. They tried to forget you, but everything around them reminds them of your presence. And you? What have you been doing with all this? Have you been running away from yourself? Or have you allowed yourself to look at this pain with truth? What I'm about to reveal to you may change everything. The angels say that this person will approach, but not in the way you imagine. They are still confused, yes, but the love, the purest and truest feeling you shared, is being energetically reactivated. There is a spiritual connection between you that can no longer be ignored. And that's why your angel is so agitated. That's why you have felt a restlessness that you can't explain. The moment demands courage, honesty with what you feel. The time has come to stop pretending that you don't care, and at the same time, to stop accepting less than you deserve. The angels don't want to see you trapped in a love that makes you suffer. But they also don't want you to reject the love that still pulses, just out of fear of getting hurt again. There's so much more to be said. But first, look within. What do you feel when you hear this message? Does your heart race? Do your eyes fill up? Does your breathing change? These are the signs that confirm the truth. You are being called to make a choice. And it's not about chasing someone, it's about positioning yourself emotionally. The love of your life is closer than you think, but it needs to find you ready, open, strong, and with a clean heart. Because what's coming is big, it's transformative, and it will require maturity and surrender from you. The angels will guide you, but you need to say yes. And I ask you now with all my affection, are you willing to listen to what the love of your life has to say to you? Are you ready to face this truth, even if it moves you or takes the ground from under your feet? If the answer is yes, stay with me. What comes in the next block will open your eyes and your heart even more. Dear soul, now that you've made space within yourself to listen to this message, I need to tell you something that might stir you even more. This person has already realized they've lost something precious, and it's affecting them in a way you can't imagine. They try to go on with life, smile, pretend everything is okay, but the angels say that inside they're slowly crumbling. They feel your absence like a deafening silence. It's as if everything around them is changing, but you're still the only fixed point in their mind, a constant thought, a presence that never completely disappeared. And now, more than ever, they're beginning to understand the impact you had, and still have, in their life. The angels are showing that their heart is divided. Part of them wants to run to you, say everything they've kept for so long. Another part is paralyzed by the fear of not being well received, of hearing that it's too late, of facing a no from someone they still love, but who may have already moved on. Have you ever been in that place? Have you ever loved and didn't know how to express it? Have you ever wanted to go back in time just to do things differently? That's exactly what they're feeling now, an almost suffocating regret. They relive moments, rethink dialogues, mentally rewrite every detail of your story, searching for where everything was lost. And the answer is always the same. It was lost, because they were afraid. But there's something you need to understand clearly. This love still pulses. The angels show me that the energy between you hasn't been broken. It's just dormant, waiting for the right moment to be reactivated. And you know what makes this so special. The fact that even with so many mistakes, so many silences and misunderstandings, the feeling still exists. It survived. It grew. And now, it's asking to be looked at with courage. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, Batos, I call for the courage to live this love with truth. This number brings the strength of balanced emotional fulfillment. May this be your call. And if this message has resonated with your heart so far, and you feel it can bring light and comfort to other people, with affection, I invite you, if you can, support this work with a thank you so much. Your gesture helps keep this mission of spreading love, clarity, and direction to so many souls who need to hear messages like this alive. Dear soul, let's continue. You know that moment in life when everything seems stagnant, where the heart falls silent but the soul screams? That's where this person is now, lost, not knowing how to get out of their own pride, their own stubbornness, but feeling you like never before. The angels say there's a pressure in their chest that won't go away. And do you know why? Because it's love trying to break through the barriers of the mind, the excuses, the justifications. Do you remember any conversation that didn't end well? Words she said in anger or coldness, but that sounded forced. The angels say that was defense, because the true feeling was much more vulnerable and more intense than she was ready to admit. And here's a very important revelation. She's been dreaming about you. Recurring dreams, strong ones, sometimes romantic, other times emotional, and sometimes just silent. But in all of them, you're there. And this is deeply affecting her. It's as if in the dreams you both talk about everything you couldn't in real life. And do you know why this happens? because the spiritual realm is trying to reconcile hearts before it's too late. The angels are intervening, awakening feelings, revealing truths through sensations, intuitions, and night visions. They want this connection to have a chance to flourish the way it always should have. But this will only be possible if you're willing to make space, not to relive old pains, but to embrace what can still be rebuilt. True love doesn't demand perfection, but willingness. And you, even without realizing it, carry within you the key to this reconciliation. A key that can open a new path or close this door definitively if necessary. And both decisions will be valid as long as they come from your heart. The angels ask me to remind you of something essential. You don't need to chase anyone. But you also shouldn't close your eyes to what your spirit is feeling so clearly. There's a balance between self-love and loving openness. You can honor your truth and still embrace the other's truth. This person, they will seek you out. This is already being prepared. But the angels say it will be a delicate moment because she's still insecure. So, if this approach happens, receive it calmly, with wisdom, with firmness, and with love. Don't accept less than you deserve, but don't treat harshly what comes to you in sincere repentance. And before we close this section, here's a special sign the angels have sent you. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a valeur de mais and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Dear soul, have you ever felt watched, as if someone were paying attention to every step you take, even from a distance? Well, the angels are revealing something very strong at this moment. This person is watching you, maybe through social media, maybe through mutual friends, but they're looking for any sign from you. Any clue that indicates if you still think about them. And you know what this shows? That they haven't forgotten you. They can't. They try to seem disinterested, cold, indifferent. But the angels show me that, behind the scenes of their life, you're a recurring topic. In thoughts, in dreams, in subtle conversations. It's as if they want to convince themselves that they don't feel anything anymore. But at the same time, everything inside them screams the opposite. The heart doesn't lie, and theirs is silently calling your name. This person has been living with such intense internal conflict that they're even feeling the physical effects. The angels reveal palpitations, insomnia, hidden tears, repetitive thoughts, and what scares them the most is that even without direct contact, the connection remains alive, inexplicably alive. You feel this too, don't you? Before continuing the message, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Now, continuing the message, there's a specific memory of yours that she relives often. It could be a smile, a phrase, a simple everyday scene, and no matter how much time has passed, this memory hasn't lost its color. On the contrary, it has become even more vivid, more intense. And every time she remembers, her heart tightens. And you know what her greatest fear is now? Losing you for good. She feels that you are changing, that you are stronger, that you no longer chase after her, that maybe you are learning to live without her. And this possibility has caused her an internal despair, because even though she pretended not to care, now she feels that she went too far, that she took too long, and that it might be too late. Dear soul, this person is beginning to understand that what she felt for you was not fleeting. It was not a phase, it was love, and she neglected it. But now she's paying the price, the absence, the silence, the void that no one can fill. And you also tried to move on, tried to pretend that everything was fine, tried to convince yourself that time would heal, but there are times when the longing arrives without warning, and that's when the angels say, the bond still exists, it hasn't ended, but it needs to be healed, it needs to be redefined, and for that something needs to happen, the truth needs to be spoken. The angels are preparing a moment of revelation, a conversation, a reunion. An exchange of glances that will bring to the surface everything that has been trapped inside. But you need to be ready, emotionally prepared, because the truth can hurt, but it can also liberate. Are you willing to listen to what this person has kept hidden for so long? Because she will speak, she will open up. Maybe in a shy, insecure way with broken words, but she will say it. And dear soul, when that happens, you will know this is the moment your angel has been trying to alert you to all along. But beware, this moment will test your heart. You will need to balance the love you feel with the love you deserve. Don't settle for scraps. But also, don't close the doors if there is sincerity. The angels say, the love of your life is closer than you imagine. But to live it truthfully, you will need to forgive, and above all, you will need to trust in yourself again. The truth is that this story hasn't ended, it has only slept. But now, everything is coming back, and with more strength than before. And before closing this section, the angels ask me to share this gift with you. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 3. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 3 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a valeur d'aimer and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. And now, take a deep breath, because what's coming in the next section will touch the depths of your soul. Dear soul, today, the angels ask me to touch on a delicate wound, something that perhaps you have tried to ignore, hide, or even pretend to have overcome. But that deep down still resides within you. Forgiveness, not the forgiveness that is spoken lightly, but the one that requires courage, that disrupts everything inside before organizing, that makes the heart ache before soothing. The angels are showing that there is something or someone that needs to be forgiven in your story with this person. And perhaps that someone is yourself. Yes, you also need to forgive yourself for waiting too long, for believing in promises that didn't come, for giving yourself without reservation and being disappointed, or even for closing up when you should have spoken. All this guilt that you carry, even without realizing, is preventing you from fully living this love or any other. And that's exactly why your angel is shouting. He wants you to see this now, because this pain, if not released, will continue to create invisible barriers between you and what is rightfully yours. A true, light, reciprocal love. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them, send love and say, I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Now, let's continue. This person you feel, who still lives in your memories and in your dreams, also needs to be forgiven. Even if they never ask, even if they don't understand the depth of the pain they caused, forgiving is not justifying. Forgiving is setting yourself free. The angels show that this person also carries guilt, a lot, and that this has been a huge block for them. There is a belief within them that it's too late, that the damage was irreversible, that they don't deserve a new chance, and this thought paralyzes them. It prevents them from acting, but the angels are trying to break this resistance, and you can help by releasing what you no longer need to carry. The truth, dear soul, is that every relationship that marks us leaves residues. And it's up to us to decide what to do with them. Either we turn them into learning, or we let them become an emotional prison. You deserve to set yourself free. And do you know what happens when you truly forgive? The energy of love starts to flow again. It starts to breathe, and it's in this space of healing that the true new beginning can happen. Whether with this person or with someone new that the universe is preparing to bring to you. But for that, the past needs to be pacified, and the angels want you to know this love will only flourish when it's nurtured with truth, maturity, and surrender. Otherwise, it becomes a thorn in the heart. Perhaps you wonder, but what if this person never comes back? What if none of this materializes? And I tell you, what is being built here is not an empty promise. It's a preparation. Because when you heal, everything around you transforms, including the other, including the future. Forgiving is an act of love for yourself, and believe me, this person will feel it. They will notice the change. They will feel the lightness in the air, because the field between you is spiritual. Everything you do within yourself reverberates in your connection. And now, a powerful revelation. This person has tried to forget you. Yes, they tried. They sought other paths, other distractions, other presences, but nothing filled the space that was yours. And now, faced with their own emptiness, they realize the only way to find peace is by seeking you again. But the angels warn, this reunion will only be true if both are ready. And are you preparing? Are you taking care of your emotional part, your self-esteem, your openness to love? Because, dear soul, the love of your life is not just about the other person. It's about you, about how you see yourself, how you value yourself, how you position yourself. It's this new energy standard of yours that will dictate what comes next. This person will feel your strength. And that might be what will finally make them break the silence. So don't fear forgiving. Forgiveness doesn't bring weak people together. It sets strong souls free, and you are one of them. The angels want you to know that the time of waiting is transforming into the time of decision, and it all starts with you. Now take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and imagine you free, without grudges, without guilt, without chains, just you whole, ready to live the love you deserve. This is the future that is being prepared. Do you accept? If the answer is yes, follow me. Because what comes in the next block will bring clarity about the real intention of this person, and how they are being touched spiritually at this very moment. Dear soul, your angels are very close now. I feel it. And they ask me to be clear with you. This person still loves you. Even if she never said it outright, even if she hurt you or chose silence, the feeling she has didn't fade. In fact, it grew. And you know what's most surprising? She's scared of it herself. She thought that with time she'd forget, that distance would erase it, that pride would suffice. But today she's living a completely opposite reality. Every day away from you was a painful reminder of what she lost. And now she can no longer deceive herself. You, unbeknownst to you, are the most constant presence in her thoughts. When she's distracted, you appear as a memory. When she tries to sleep, you invade her most intimate thoughts. When she hears certain songs, you are the image that emerges. There's no more hiding, no more running, and the angels show something. Even deeper, this person has been crying, at night, alone, in silence, afraid of having lost the only person who truly saw her. And it's at this point that the heavens are acting, because this pain is now serving as a catalyst for a spiritual transformation. She is awakening, the penny is dropping, and what she most desires at this moment is a chance to be sincere with you. But the angels say there's still a very strong emotional block, a fear of your judgment, a concern that you're too hurt to listen, and this paralyzes her. So, dear soul, now is the time to cultivate compassion within yourself. It doesn't mean forgetting what hurt you. but it means looking at this person with the eyes of the Spirit and understanding that, just like you, she also erred while trying to get it right. There's something very important you need to know now. This person couldn't replace you. She tried, yes, tried to fill the void with other stories, other faces, other voices, but nothing made sense. Nothing was enough. And with each failed attempt, she came even closer to the truth, that you were unique, that it was you from the beginning. This is hurting her now, and that's why, even in silence, you're feeling this energy. Because when a heart begins to awaken, it emits vibrations, and your spirit, in tune, picks up everything. But this isn't just a pain of loss. It's also a pain of reunion. The angels show that your paths are beginning to align again. Coincidences will happen. Unlikely reunions, stronger signs. You'll notice, and all of this will be orchestrated by the heavens. But beware, this approach won't be perfect. It may come full of insecurities, poorly placed words, looks that say more than entire sentences. So the angels ask you, don't expect perfection, expect truth. What this person wants to tell you but still can't is, I tried to live without. You did, but I couldn't. I thought it was just another story, but it was love. I distanced myself thinking it was freedom, but it was loneliness. And this confession is maturing within her. Soon she'll feel the need to let it all out, and you need to be emotionally prepared to receive it, without expectations, but with openness. And now the angels ask me to share this with you. Your heart is sacred, your love is medicine, and your presence was a gift that this person didn't know how to appreciate. But now she's understanding and preparing to correct this. But the reunion depends on a choice of yours. You can allow love to enter again, as long as it comes with truth, or you can close this cycle with peace, knowing that you were faithful to what you felt. Both are blessed decisions. Have you ever stopped to wonder if the love of your life might be, at this very moment, crying for you? For the angels say they are. And what will happen in the coming days will be decisive. The energy between you is becoming clearer. And this person will give a sign, an attitude, a message, an unexpected presence. And in this moment, you will. Remember this message. Are you ready? Because spirituality is preparing the ground for everything to happen at the right time. But you need to do your part. You need to take care of your heart, strengthen yourself, love yourself, and most importantly, don't close yourself off. You've come this far. That's already a sign of courage, of faith, of openness. And now the heavens will honor that. Stay strong. And when doubt comes, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart and say, if it's love, may it find its way back to me. And the angels will ensure that if it's true, it will find you. Dear soul, now the angels show me something that needs to be brought to light. The mistakes this person carries within. And contrary to what many think, their biggest mistake wasn't walking away, nor was it saying harsh words, not even choosing another path temporarily. Their biggest mistake was not seeing you. They saw you, yes, but they didn't see you completely. They didn't see the sensitive, strong, loving woman who gave her all. They thought you would always be there, that love would endure everything in silence, that there would be time to fix things later. But the angels say, this person only started to truly see you when they lost you, and that has been consuming them from within. They remember the times you gave in while they pulled away, the ignored messages, the unfulfilled promises, the affection you offered without expecting anything in return. And now that echoes in their mind like an old movie they can't turn off. The pain of an awakened conscience is one of the hardest to bear, and that's what's happening to them now. And what the angels want you to know clearly, they regret it, not superficially like someone who misses good times, but deeply like someone who understands they threw away something that might not come back the same way. They realize they were cold, proud, even cowardly. but not because they didn't love, but because they didn't know how to love right. And this is where the spiritual transformation the angels are guiding begins. They are leading this person to face their own patterns, their escapes, their self-sabotage, and it's being difficult, but necessary. And you have been called to do the same, not as someone who takes the blame, because you are not to blame, but as someone who understands with maturity that true relationships only flourish when both are ready to evolve. So, beautiful soul, don't close your heart now. Be generous with yourself and be open to what can flourish when there is sincere recognition, but also be firm, because the reunion will only be true if it comes with emotional responsibility. This person needs to come ready to love you truly, not just in the impulse, but in the daily building, and the angels say they are, little by little, preparing for that. They are learning to look at themselves. They are understanding that you weren't exaggerated, nor needy, nor too intense. You were real. And now that they understand, everything hurts, but also everything awakens. And in the midst of this transformation, the angels tell you, love is coming home. But this return needs to be received with a new consciousness, because the love you lived before is no longer enough. It was immature, full of flaws, based on fear, on attachment, on expectation. The love that can be reborn now needs to be different. Mature, clean, light, deep. Do you accept this? If the answer is yes, the angels will guide you to this love. But you need to let go of the old, the resentments, the doubts, the poorly healed wounds. It's time for a new beginning. And if you feel this message has value, share it with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support. Together, leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. They are listening to you right now as you read these words, and the angels still have more to show you. Want to know what this person's next step will be? Want to understand why their presence is about to return in a way that will surprise you? Then stay with me. In Block 7, the angels will reveal the sign they will give you in the coming days, and what you should do when it happens. Prepare yourself. This revelation could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Dear soul, now is the time to tell you what you deep down already felt. This person will come closer and sooner than you imagine. But the angels say that this approach will not come in the form of a beautiful speech or a cinematic declaration. It will come disguised as an unexpected message, a like on an old photo, a silly question just to start a conversation. Something apparently simple but loaded with meaning. And here is the revelation that can change everything. This will be the sign. Yes, this small gesture will be the way the universe shows you that the moment has arrived. Don't ignore it. Often, we expect grand gestures, intense reconciliations, tears and apologies. But the angels say, when the heart is still afraid, it approaches slowly, and it takes wisdom to recognize this. So, when this sign arrives, whatever it may be, you will feel it. Your heart will beat differently. A wave of memory, anxiety, and at the same time, hope will wash over you. And there you will have a choice, to open the space for dialogue or to close the door with love. And the angels tell you, both are blessed decisions as long as they come from your heart and not from your resentment. This person will come with doubts, with fear of not being well received, but also with a desire to fix what can still be restored. And it is up to you to perceive if there is truth in what they say, if there is repentance, if there is effort, because love by itself is never enough. It needs to be accompanied by actions. So, dear soul, be attentive. Remember everything that has passed, the mistakes, the silences, the gaps. But also remember how you have grown, how you have transformed, how even hurt you have flourished. That is strength. And this strength is your light in this moment. You don't need to be afraid to say what you feel. You don't need to harden to protect yourself. Just be sincere with the other and with yourself. And when this person arrives, perhaps they won't say everything they feel right away. Maybe they will use metaphors. Maybe they will pretend it's just a casual conversation. But their eyes, the eyes don't lie. The angels say that this person's gaze will tell you everything their mouth won't say. You will know. And at that moment I ask you, listen more with your heart than with judgment. See who this person is becoming. Feel the energy. Assess if there is real transformation. If so, love can be reborn. If not, closure can come with peace and lightness. Either way, you come out victorious. Because whoever loves truly never loses. And there is something even stronger that the angels are revealing. You and this person are being guided by spiritual forces much greater than any pride. What you lived in the past was not in vain. There are bonds from other lives, deep learnings, and a reunion that is being sown by heaven with delicacy. This connection is rare, but like every true connection, it demands awareness, healing, forgiveness, and courage. That version of you, who kept silent to avoid bothering, she no longer exists. Today, you are a woman who feels, who knows what she wants, and who does not accept less than she deserves. And that is beautiful. Now, the angels ask you one thing: trust. Trust the signs. Trust your intuition. Trust the sacred timing of things. What is yours and is true always returns, and what hurt you, if it cannot be healed, will be removed from your path with lightness. But for that, you need to be ready, at peace with your story, at peace with the past, and with an open heart to the new, be it a fresh start or a liberation. And before we close this segment, take a deep breath and feel this vibration reaching you. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 9. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 9 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks a lot and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Now, dear soul, listen to this. The reunion can be real, but it needs to happen between two ready souls. And you're almost there. It remains to be seen if the other one is too, and that's what the next few days will reveal. Dear soul, you may not see this clearly, but the angels are celebrating your journey, because you are no longer the same as before. You have changed, grown. It hurt, yes, but you blossomed. And all of this because of a love that messed you up, but also healed you in ways no one else ever could. What few see, the angels see. They saw your silent nights, trying to understand why it hurt so much. They saw your hidden tears, your muffled prayers into the pillow. They heard every sigh of yours when you felt longing, even while trying to deny it. And more than that, the angels saw your strength, the strength not to chase after someone who wasn't ready, the strength to choose your peace when your heart still screamed for answers, the strength to stay, but also the strength to leave when everything seemed to crumble. You crossed the emotional desert with faith, and now the woman who emerges is not fragile, she is strong, not needy, she is wise, not desperate, she is aware of her worth. And the angels say you needed to go through this to remember who you are. Perhaps you forgot. Perhaps you stopped looking in the mirror with truth. Perhaps you started comparing yourself to others, or diminishing yourself for not being chosen as you wished. But all of this was part of a cycle that is now ending. This relationship, whether it is rescued or ended with dignity, came to transform you. And it did. Today, you feel more, you notice more, you intuit more. You have learned to read people's energy. You have learned to respect your boundaries. You have learned that love without presence hurts. and that presence without surrender is not enough. And above all, you have learned that you are enough. Yes, dear soul, you are enough to live, to be happy, to love and be loved the right way. That's why the angels now ask you something profound. Don't beg for love. Don't accept half words, half gestures, halves of presence. You have given yourself entirely once. Now either they love you completely or let them go their own way. And here is a secret that the angels ask me to deliver to you. The woman who values herself always attracts what is true, because the vibration of self-love is irresistible to those who are ready. And if this person who still lives within you has truly changed, they will feel this. They will realize that they need to be more. Do a more. That they can't go back to how it was before. If they come, they need to come new, and you need to receive them new as well. Not with the old fear, not with the old neediness, but with the wisdom that now surrounds you. The angels are saying the reunion is only sacred when there are two whole souls. And today, dear soul, you are closer to this than ever. If this person is coming back, it's because the universe saw that you were ready to choose. And yes, now, it is you who chooses. You choose if this energy still lifts you up or weighs you down, if it propels you or holds you back, if it frees you or consumes you. And don't feel guilty if you decide to move on. Don't feel insecure if you want to give it another chance. What matters is that the decision comes from the heart, not from the wound. You are free. And it is in this freedom that the angels want to see you flourishing, walking with lightness, loving without fear, and being loved with truth. Now, an important question. Have you thanked yourself? Have you thanked yourself for staying strong, even when everything was falling apart? Have you recognized the incredible woman you are becoming? Have you realized that it is you, not the other person, who is writing the end of this story? The angels applaud you now, with reverence, with love, because they know you are stronger, more aware, more connected to your essence. And it is with this energy that the next phase of your love life will be born. If it is with this person, may it be with truth. If it is with someone new, may it be with deserving, but may it never again be with suffering. And now, the angels embrace who you have become. The woman who, even wounded, continued to love. The woman who, even hurt, did not lose herself. The woman who, even tired, did not give up believing in love. This is your power. This is your new beginning. Dear soul, we have reached the point where silence turns into an answer, where waiting becomes a choice, where you stop just wishing and start deciding. The angels are here. They surround you with light now, and they say with tenderness, "What are you going to do with all this?" You have received the signs. You have felt the presence of this person. You have cried, forgiven, understood, matured. What this soul has provoked in you has pushed you towards your own truth. Now, it is no longer about them. It is about you, about what you want to live from now on, about the kind of love you are willing to receive, about the respect you demand and that you deserve. And here is the angel's final great revelation. You no longer need to ask if you are loved, because you are. This person loves you. But now, their love is not the center. Your love for yourself is what defines the next chapters of your life. Do you love yourself enough not to accept being a second option, not to accept being sought only when the other person misses you? Do you love yourself enough to wait for a love that treats you with presence, constancy, and truth? If the answer is yes, the angels are opening a new cycle before you, and here is a final sign that may come in the next few days. This person will speak. They will send something. It could be a message, an audio, any attempt to get closer. But you will feel that there is something behind it, a truth that is ready to come to light. At that moment, breathe. Remember everything you have lived. Remember the woman you have become, and decide calmly, without haste, without abandoning yourself. If you feel truth in what they say, and if they come with maturity, with surrender, with intention, perhaps it is time to try again. But if they come with doubt, with games, with halves, perhaps it is time to free yourself once and for all. The angels are not pushing you towards a path. They are simply returning to you the power to choose. And that is all you have ever needed. You no longer need to put yourself below. You no longer need to justify the unjustifiable. You no longer need to insist where there is no reciprocity. The woman you are today has value, has light, has love, has clarity. And now, dear soul, whatever you choose, know you have won. Because loving did not make you weak. It made you whole, it made you deep, it made you human, and the angels love you immensely for that. Now receive this closing with an open soul. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "I choose to live a love that chooses me every day." Share your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. You are light. You are the answer. You are the miracle that someone was waiting to happen in their life. Now, be the miracle in your own